Man, has it been an amazing, crazy month. If you didn't know, I took delivery of my Tesla Model 3 back in December, and I want to tell you about my experience so far. If you don't know me, my name is Chris, and this is Tesla Can. Alright, so I took delivery of my Tesla Model 3 back in December. I made a short video about the delivery experience. I actually don't really talk about very much in that video, but I will link that right up here, and you guys can just watch that short little video I put together. So I just want to go through my experience so far during my first month and a half. I've driven about 4,000 miles. I've taken a trip to Canada, and I really just want to kind of go over what I've experienced so far and some videos that I plan to do in the future. Alright, so let's get started. So first I want to talk about my delivery experience. So the delivery experience wasn't too bad. If anyone has purchased a car, you know a lot of times things don't go the way that you plan. So when I walked into the Tesla delivery center, they were expecting me, they were ready for me, and they sat me down in the lobby area, and I kind of just waited with my friend Eli, and we kind of just hung out there. There was actually kind of snafu with the financing, and I guess talking back and forth with the finance department and trying to get that all situated. So normally when delivery is supposed to take, 15-20 minutes, outside of them just kind of showing you the ins and outs of the car, it took me a few hours. I was there for about 2.5 hours taking delivery of my car. Now honestly, I was so excited that the time just flew by. They gave me access to my car before I had even finished signing all the paperwork, so I was able to set my mirrors, and they were able to show me the ins and outs of the car. Now y'all know I've been researching Tesla for 3, 4, 5 years now, so I knew just about everything I needed to know, but it was still nice to kind of get that official orientation tour. So the delivery experience, while a little long and extended, did actually go pretty well. Next thing I want to talk about is charging. So if you had an opportunity to watch the video I posted when I actually ordered my car, and if not, right here, click right here, pretty sure it's right here, and you can watch that first video. But I explained that I do not have the ability to charge at home. So at my current residence, there's only street parking, no driveway, no garage, so I do have to rely on chargers outside of my home. So where I've been charging is in the Oakley area in Cincinnati. So if you're familiar with Cincinnati, it's actually in the Myers parking lot, which is literally 5 minutes away from my job, which is very, very convenient for me. I can go before work, I can go during lunch, and I can go after work, whichever one fits my schedule the most. I would say I'm charging most often during lunch. I'll just go grab Chick-fil-A, which is also really close, and I'll plug my car in, watch an episode of The Office right there on that beautiful 15-inch screen, and by the time I'm done with my food or the episode, my car is at 80 or 90%, depending on how much I would like to charge that day. So it's been, pretty convenient. I have had to charge more often than I originally thought due to the cold weather, but I'll actually make a whole video about that in the future, just talking about my charging experience and kind of what a typical day looks like and how much I need to charge in these winter months. I would say one thing that has happened that I did not really expect, and I guess I should have, with the popularity of Tesla vehicles and how much they're in the news, is the looks and questions you get just driving around. Multiple times I've had people pull up to me at a stop sign. I mean, not at a stop sign. You don't pull up next to people at a stop sign. At a stoplight, and they, they'll tell me to roll my window down, and they'll ask me how I'm liking it, or they'll just give me a thumbs up or an okay. Like, those are the type of things that you think might happen, but you don't really expect it to. So when they do, it's a nice, pleasant surprise, and it also makes you feel really good about the purchase that you made. One experience I can think of specifically, I was driving on the highway back from one of my friend's house in Indiana, and a Porsche pulled up next to me on the highway, and the guy kind of just shook his head and gave me a thumbs up, and I'm like, that guy is driving a Porsche and he's giving me a thumbs up. It was pretty cool. It was nice. But it just really lets you know the popularity of these cars, but also, people are shocked still when they see them. And it just really is an exciting experience driving it every day, and getting those reactions. I have had a few close calls already. I've driven about 4,000 miles, around 4,200 actually at the time of this video, and I have driven down to 1% multiple times. There really weren't any situations where I felt like I wasn't going to make it to the charger. I kind of knew that I was, riding the lightning and getting pretty close to the end of my battery, but I knew that a charger was within reach, and the car literally would tell you how many miles it expects you will be able to drive with your current state of charge, which is really nice and convenient. A couple other really cool things that come standard on the car are Sentry Mode and Dashcam. So Sentry Mode actually uses all the cameras around the car to basically record any activity around the car that could result in damage or anyone, messing around with your car. So if someone walks really close in front of the car, it will flash in front of them, and on the screen it will let them know that they are being recorded. The same thing happens if you get really close to one of the sides or the back of the car. I'm very fortunate that nothing has happened to my car so far. No one has tried to key my vehicle or, mess with anything. So a lot of these Sentry Mode clips that I have are just people driving or walking up to the vehicle, which is not bad at all. And then the Dashcam is actually another included feature when you purchase any Tesla brand new right now. And basically what it allows you to do is you can plug a flash drive into the USB inside the car, and it will allow you to record, any events while you're driving. There's a little button in the right corner of the screen that you can press anytime you need to record something. So if, somebody cuts you off, or if you see something that's kind of crazy, you can actually just record it by clicking that button, or you can actually honk. So if you honk, it will go ahead and record that footage also, which is great. Nice and convenient. Both of those features are standard, which is great. You just have to purchase a little flash drive, format it to go with the car, which is super simple, and then just plug it in. I also took a trip to Canada in my car, which was pretty cool. So it gave me a big opportunity to find out, how far the car really can go on a single charge, along with, are there enough chargers to make a road trip like that? And is it inconvenient? Are the chargers out of place? And when I got to Canada, how many chargers would be there? So again, there's so many details to that trip, and I don't want to make this video super long, so I'll make that into its own separate video. But the trip was great, and the car did an amazing job. Having autopilot has definitely spoiled me, and I don't know that I would want to take another road trip without it. So I just want to say thank you guys for supporting me so far, and I know it's been a while since I released a video, but I promise they are going to come way more frequently than they have been, because I absolutely love driving this car. I cannot be more happy about my purchase, and I want to tell everyone about it. And I hope that I can maybe convince you, or at least show you, why I am so intrigued and excited about Teslas. So if you liked this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave a comment about anything that you want me to talk about specifically in any of my future videos. I've got a ton of ideas already, and I can't wait to show them to you. Once again, thank you guys. Have a great day. I'm Chris, and this is Tesla Can.